Hello. This thing on. Let's see. Seems to be working. Alright then, here we go. On our last video, we actually managed to beat the final boss via the Empress. So I thought we would do something new. Well, new for me anyway. There's actually the 100 floor dungeon, and I've decided to look at it before I go on and continue with whatever we're going to do next. Could be the warrior, could be the oracle. It all just depends. I mean, I might continue playing as the Empress for a bit, just to do the 100 floor dungeon if it actually, pans out that way. You'll notice that the Empress actually has a symbol indicating I beat the final boss as her now. So, I guess the final in-game goal would be to get that on every character, bar the, if something pops up for getting the true ending. Not concerning ourselves with the distant future, though, we are going to, for now, focus on said dungeon. Provided, it's actually something long enough to warrant an entire video. We'll probably stick to the short sword and go check our inventory as usual. Let's see. Plenty of herbs and antidotes. Good. Very good. Rolling on. While I'm here, I'm going to look up how to do the rebound blade technique again, just in case. Just in case I decide to try to incorporate that into our fighting style today. No, it's control help. Why after hitting an enemy with Dragon Sword? That's what I thought. So I just do a normal attack after I hit an enemy midair. It shouldn't be that hard to do. And then we do the normal attack. Bop, bop. I don't know why I can't incorporate that into my kinesthetics. You'd think it would be rather simple considering it's just normal attack slam. I can do my favorite attack twice. But that is not enough to incentivize my brain, and that's just how it is sometimes. Perhaps if I do stick to short sword Empress, we'll learn. We'll learn eventually. For now, let's see. The Cavern of Torment. Wow. Defeat increasingly stronger enemies as you venture through the depths of the cave. You can resume your progress from every 10 floors. Maybe it will be feasible then. Right, so for now we'll try going through this. We begin in Outrum's altar, on his knee. We are exploring Outrum's knee. I guess we're heading right. See, this is my first time so much as stepping into Cavern of Torment. The floating eyes on the wall are still there. Not necessarily floating, just sort of embedded. Because this dragon is covered in eyes for reasons. Reasons mortals such as myself cannot begin to fathom. What on earth? This is a new arena. I suppose this was... Oh, that was pitiful. Was that a miss? Oh, they're level 1. Interesting. I can swing across. Right. Why are the enemies level 1? I have a 30-minute time limit. What are the boulders? Okay, so they're level 2 now. Some level 2. They still can't necessarily hurt me, so that doesn't help them a whole lot. Okay. Minor obstacles. Places I can swing from. I wonder if it's different per character. Like, if there are things, different platforms for different characters to interact with. Ow. That one was level 5. I do wonder why they're so low leveled. So every 10 floors we reach a checkpoint. And from those checkpoints, we can resume should we decide to leave or fail, I suppose. That was quick. The short sword is better for disposing of normal enemies, but the long sword is better for these bosses. My lord. Ow. I just stood there confused inside of it. I wasn't fully focusing. I'm so confused by the environment. So I guess every 5 floors we face something bigger? Interesting. But I have never done this before. Not even on my main file. Perhaps I should have revisited it independently before I actually brought us here. But you know what? It's more fun to learn together. We'll face this together, and we'll get through it, and we'll watch me die horrendously if need be. Going to set you on fire. Ow, I landed on you. My apologies, sir. I know you're trying to murder me, but, you know, landing on someone is just rude. So, the quest level indicates how strong they'll be, which means I can expect within the range of 7 to 8. But given how the higher difficulty quests like to be, that could mean I'd be facing level 10, 15 enemies if the difficulty level were higher. But it's presently not, thank God. Guess we'll just keep melting people. We're facing mostly the insectoids, so I wonder if we're supposed to be memorizing what enemies we face on each floor and equipping weapons that are better for primals, celestials, and whatever the third category was. I'm going to shoot fire at you. Can't believe that hit so low. Goodbye, cube. Nope, eat the rest. Ah, I missed the jelly donut. Let's see. Oh, hello. Whoa! That was unexpected. Right. Okay. You came out of nowhere. Well, now that you're dead. 2 chests. Wait. Is one... This is a clear quest, so this is, we can keep going? I guess we'll just keep going. Alright, so that was the first checkpoint, and it means we can just leave and then select what floor to start from when we resume, I suppose? That's what it implied. We'll see what happens when I reach 20. Right now, I'm full of HP and healing items, so we shouldn't have much of a concern. Come around from behind and kill those. Jump down, check the flower. Ooh, orb. Where's the final enemy? Ah, it's a mimic. Oh. Lantern mimics. We may also cut out a bit early if my controller resumes messing up because it was giving me technical difficulties the other night. But right now it's behaving quite well, so we should be able to get through tonight at least. Just hold it together, controller. I know how you feel. We can get through this. That was a big cube, and that was a rather quick room. Let's see. Ah! Ow. Ow. I was shot, but that's fine. Enemies are getting a little bit up there, but still nothing threatening yet. Especially considering the sheer strength of my equipment. Let alone the fact that I'm almost level 30. Really? One of these? Okay. Can I set it on fire since it's poison type? I can. Excellent. Nope. At least it gives me these nice platforms to stand on. Are you gonna spin now? Is that your thing? Alright, go ahead and spin. I can wait. We're waiting very politely for him to get done spinning, and then when he drops, we will murder him. We are going to be very polite, and we are very patient. See, I almost got hit by the bubbles again, but I've learned. I've managed to learn somehow. You know, an interesting concept to think about is that, like, I know we're on time limit, but bear with me. All of these animations and such were hand-drawn and sprited and everything, moving from the longsword base animations. But then someone had to animate the Empress spinning and blurring like this, and it was like a brand new animation that had to be done for this fighting style, and I have to wonder if they even got the same artist for it. We need you to draw this girl spinning. Oh, Lord. It's revenge for all those times I just crushed them. especially on the mountain. Fortunately, or unfortunately, they're still very crushable. They almost did some damage. They almost got some good licks in. We have to applaud the effort. Or, you know, lament. Let's see. Grab the orbs and the cube. Jump over you and cut your back open. Easy stuff. It seems like they created a certain set of environments for Outram's Den, and it makes me wonder if they've used these arenas elsewhere, because they really do like to recycle the stages in this game in order to focus more on the gameplay and mechanics. Oh no. Do I have to actually kill the skeletons to clear the stage? Because that's going to be annoying. Get on up there. Can I just deplete their HP? Will that be enough? Oh, thank God. I thought they were still going to be immortal, except for when you kill them with status ailments, so I thought that was going to be a thing. The most threatening thing right now is immortality, obviously. Ah, jelly donut. Oh, God, my feet. Yep, these seem to be the same stages. Ow. I'm frozen in a pool of poison. That's fine. Oh, I'm poisoned now. That's better. There we go. Easy peasy. Good stuff. Lost a fair amount of HP, but we'll get through it. We just have to hang in a bit longer. Oh, hi! It's our old friend, the Wind Horse. It's going to keep carving you. Oh, wow. It's almost our level. This is going to be a thing. As long as we're careful, we should be fine. Especially if we keep poisoning it like this. It's going to do his wind attacks now, right? There we go. Very good. Just keep being poisoned. Oops. Run away from the tornado. Alright, run toward me again. And try to block some poison. Good, good. This should be fine. Alright, run back toward me. Just gotta keep jumping and carving and hope the poison deals significant damage to him. Not having many opportunities to attack this boss, but we're also just playing it safe because we're wielding the short sword instead of being the berserker about it like we used to. We've learned, we've managed to learn, we've adjusted our fighting style to accommodate our new weapon. Look at us go. All these baby steps we've taken together have led to this moment, fighting this horseman in this strange cave full of floating rocks, and almost getting killed by a tornado because I'm not paying full attention. Alright, come on then. Considering he's already my level, I think I should leave. This is going to get very bad. Just in case it only saves when you leave, we're going to leave and then come back and see if we stand a chance. Well, there's a sword and a small sword. I wonder if we got a better weapon. B1 to B20 in... Did that say 6 minutes? I would like to doubt. Did we get any experience? Got plenty of money. Pitiful experience. But then also we were fighting really small enemies. So I guess we'll go back and see how strong things are now. I didn't have to quite run yet, considering I do have a full complement of healing items, but I also wanted to make sure that it saved my progress there. Because if the enemies are indeed going to be that level... Oh, it marks it like a difficulty. That's clever. They utilize the mechanic that lets you select your difficulty in order to save your place in the Cavern of Torment, and just treated it like you clearing multiple quests. Alright, I see, I see. So, we have 25 minutes each run, then, and I'm going to assume 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. It looks as though there's 110 floors? I could be mistaken. I'm not good at counting. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 10D, 11D. So, yeah, 110-ish floors. I wasn't expecting... Perhaps the final floor is just the final boss. Who knows? Alright, well, let's go try this. And provided we do not die horrifically... If we can't get much further than this, I'll probably round out the hour leveling up. Or I could just go back to the title screen and we'll choose a new character to start as. I could go ahead and start my run as the warrior. But I kind of wanted to give the warrior start a clean break, as it were, starting on a new video, you know what I mean? Like, the way it is, I wanted to have the warrior have their own series. Just, you know, starting from their own episode 1, so I could mark them more clearly in my video list. Everything's level 19. We're not threatened yet. Everything's level 20-ish. We're still not threatened yet. That would have been difficult with the longsword. Oh, never mind. I could have gotten up there by that. Alright then, that's fine. Gotta think outside of the box and listen to my reflexes better. Oh, I missed that bread. I'm not necessarily hungry, but I still like to eat all the healing items. Ow, why did I do that? I was not quite paying attention. Ow, now I'm poisoned. Alright, take the herb, go down here, and kill the last enemy. Did that bust on my head? I think that indeed cracked my skull. My beautiful horn circlet things. And kill. Of course it's all the ice ones. Or water ones, my bad. Let's see. Gotta kill the fish. I always hate fighting these fish because they're so long. I still can't believe it took me so long to notice that these were the fish that were hanging on the side of the old man's hut, the one that was researching immortality or trying to disprove it. Ow! I swung too high. Yeah, these monsters are getting somewhat tanky. But we'll continue until we run out of healing items. We can be brave. We're brave. We can do this. We've hung in through worse. We fought the dragon Atrum, which is a spoiler for anyone who's going to start with my next series, but who knows? Floor 25, so this should be... Ah, hello, old friend! I have killed you multiple times. Now we have a poison dagger. You're level 31. Oh, God. Well, we know that they level oh, no. Don't hit me. Ah, of course you did. This arena looks smaller than usual. But then again, it's not like we could correctly perceive how large the arena was before. I didn't know that there was a fill the screen camera mode, like with a fixed camera and everything. That's interesting. You know, for being much higher leveled than the previous ones were, you died rather quickly. Please let me pick up the orb. Please? I would very much like to... No, that's fine. Alright then. Farewell, old friend. Oh, no. Oh, no, you know what? There's probably a version of that in there where we fight both at once. I wonder if that's even a thing. That would be terrible. I wonder if they balance the attack where he goes under and start shooting water geysers up at you, because if not, that means they can fill the whole screen with them. Okay, so far we're still managing. They're only level 26 compared to our 28, so I'm not going to die horrifically yet. We'll wait until they start basically one-shotting us before we start complaining. Ow! That was quite a hunk of damage for my pitiful HP pool, but we're still hanging in there. We're still good. Still got plenty of healing items, and we're still fighting enemies that drop healing items. I wonder if we actually get to a floor or get to a certain threshold and they start fighting, you know, the celestial enemies, more knights and such. If we start fighting knights repeatedly, that'd be interesting. Oh, I never knew that was a long-ranged attack. I had no idea that they could actually launch that orb off like that. I thought they were just becoming electrified to keep you away from them, but apparently they have a long-range attack. These frogs get weirder and weirder every time I see them. For now, let me hop into the portal. 29, so the next floor is going to be something horrible. Another flower room with astral bats, or astral bats, that's fine. I sort of thought... I thought this was the same room I fought these before. Oops. Because I was confused, I was sort of bad at the platforming, I lost my focus for a moment. I also forget max HP, or the cheese increases your max HP. Oh, hello, it's our other friend. No, we're just fighting them one at a time. It would be amusing to fight both at once, though. Just going to keep shooting fire at you here like this. That's fine, right? Oh, no. I'm just going to run through you. I should have stayed over there at least so I could deal some extra hits. We're almost going to have to use an herb if he doesn't drop a healing item for us. He should drop the orb. That'll be fine. We'll wait for the orb. Unless we just do that badly. If we can wait for the orb, that'll buy us a little more time in here when things start to truly kill us. Going to... Darn it, why do I keep falling for that? It's always with the one on the right that I do that. Going to just keep floating up here. And then when he comes for me, I'll run into him again, and... Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. Okay. Oh, the orb came right toward me, and then hit inside of him. Ow! That hurt me going down a bit. Alright, then. Well, we got the orb, so now we just have to wait for him to pop back up so we can finish him off. Look at him with his nice balanced stats. All I have to my name are strength and vitality. Oh, better stay here. And he'll pop back up over there. Still poisoned. That's convenient. And then he'll die. Farewell again, old friend. I knew you were still immortal. Man, that guy in the swamp was full of crap. Let's see. Another small sword and another regular sword. So it looks like we're getting decent, or it looks like we're getting new weapons every 10 floors. And now these enemies have surpassed us in level, some significantly. That's fine. It's a cube! And jump and slice up the weird lightning frogs that I still do not understand. What a thing of beauty. Isn't nature fantastic? I don't know what I expected from something that has a natural habitat inside of a giant dead fish thing. Oh, look, round 2. Oops, all flowers. Alright. Oh, crud. Why did I just stand here? I'm poisoned now. This is not good. Alright, we're going to have to be a bit more cautious than that. Let's see. Eat this. Oh, did you see that? Its spiky pellet things actually bounced off of the wall. Well, now that we've taken all that time to, you know, try to preserve our HP as much as possible, we've lost half of it in one room. But that's fine. Oh, there we go, an antidote. Hopefully some monsters ahead will drop some decent healing items for us. So it does seem that... Oh god, here we go. So it does seem that we are facing monsters in these rooms. Like the rooms have a pattern to them. Oh no, don't paralyze me. I really need to stop being so stubborn and use my healing items. Especially since we're no longer fighting monsters that are likely to drop healing items. Oh lord. Well, I say that, but now the room is full of flies. Please drop healing items. I don't want to use herbs. I also don't want to lose my reward. Ah, well, thanks, fly. I appreciate it. Let's go ahead and use an herb. Just one. That's fine for now. Alright, let's see. Ow! I got too close. Well, I ate a poison mushroom like an idiot. Oh, goodness. I should not call myself an idiot. That was very bad. Let's see. I forgot those guys bounce across water like that. I guess I've never just seen them do that. I feel like I've seen them do it before. It's just been so long. I hate to use an antidote this early. Now we need another healing item. I left behind a cube. So sorry, cube. Let's see. Now I'm getting hit by all sorts of attacks. After that one room, I really started messing up. The one with the plants. Ah, there's a healing item. No. I am not your lunch, and neither are these very yummy looking ball things. Stab, stab, stab. Can I hit them from here? I can totally hit them from here. That's great. I have so much vertical range with this attack. What am I doing now? Ah, okay. All sorts of fire enemies. If we just play it cool. The problem with these guys is they have a lot of range. They have deceptive range because of their tails. Gonna eat the bread. So we're gonna eat the bread. No, eat the bread. Darn it! I lost HP trying to get the bread. But that's alright. That's okay. We do not demand perfection here. Only anarchy. Oh, speaking of anarchy. Hi again. It's been a long time since holy crap, I've never fought a level 41 version of this boss. I'm glad you're a fairly easy boss. Oh, no! I'm glad I get to speak so soon. Okay, let's see. Oh, well, I'm toast. Wow. One hit. That was bad. Ow. Just touching him dealt that much damage. Yep. Ow. We are done. I did not expect to get beaten so badly by the first boss. I should have resisted fighting him until he was on the side of the screen so I could run from his fire breath attack. Darn it. And we jump and swing. We haven't lost yet. We're not going to give up until it's over. Ow! Ow! It's almost over. Good gracious. Oh, no. Oh, gosh, that was almost it. Ow. I still wonder if those can be destroyed by physical attacks. No? Okay. Oh! Almost! I was just thinking that did 1 over my current HP, so if we swing through this... Oh, boy. Nope. Okay, okay. No. Oh, that was a miracle. And... stay over here. Ah, I touched the flames. Darn it. Just barely avoided death. Oh, I thought I had enough time to pass through him. I'm going to heal with this. Please cancel his attack or something. Goodness, he's almost done. This is going to be a close match. I was not expecting something like this to be so hard. Let's see. If I wait until the very edge of the map, then he'll do his slam attack, and I run all the way in. Ah, almost. Come on, Poison. Come on. Yes! Oh my god, I did not expect to win that. Too bad we have 5 more floors and another boss to go. We are boned. Still, though, that was incredible. What a fight. Did you see how many fire waves he's learned to shoot off? And he does it 3 times now. If I were better at the whipping thing, then it would have been, like, way easier. Oh, gosh, that was bad. Healing item right off the bat. Thank you, thank you. Oh, gosh. I wonder what comes next. Jeez, that was the second hardest thing we've done so far. Next to the final boss, of course. The final boss was really hard. Stabbing you. Please be stunned. Yes, good. This is going to be difficult. We need to clear open a space so we have a little breathing room. Then we have to decide how to handle this. Can't hit those from here. Ow. Oh, wow, that did a lot of damage just from touching me. Probably not going to win this one. Not going to last too much longer anyway, but we'll hang in there. We've got this. We still have 1 more death before we're evicted from the mission. Just got to focus on taking on the dealing damage where we can. Getting through it. Scraping at their heels. There, now we've created plenty of breathing room. Just gotta keep shaving at you. Even more important than levels in a lot of games, especially games like this one, is equipment, because, you know, you can only get so many points from base stat increases, and trying to put in bonus points into a pure stat. That's why it's so important to maintain equipment on this game, and why the poison dagger made such a huge difference in our lives. But even then, I don't know how much, or how we can get much stronger equipment than what we have now with our present resources and available items. So we're just going to have to straight up come back later whenever we have all around better stuff, because wow, this got really hard, really fast. That's fine, we can get stronger, and we will get stronger. We just have to figure this out. One step at a time. The first step is surviving this, because holy crap. Let's see. Set you on fire. Hot foot, jump over you. Carve your back open, and round 2. Oh, that would have been a bad opening. Okay, how do I get by? Pick up the fly. Do a slight hop. Excellent, excellent. Got out of that corner. Ooh, this is a lot to deal with now. They're just alternating. Interesting defensive formation, but they move in tandem, which it seems to imply they have a specific pattern, but I thought it was mostly range-based, especially since they use an attack to move around instead of like a normal enemy. Come on, Poison, do your thing. You got this, Poison. Good job. I did not know Poison would be so reliable. I half expected it to just be a throwaway element, but here we are. It's helped us twice. It's actually helped us a fair bit. Usually my sheer damage is enough to take on most things, but stab the fly goblin. Alright, we're back at a decent health, even though we're out of items. As long as the boss is nothing too hard, we should be able to at least escape on the next floor portal. Which we will be getting to soon, thankfully. Unless I die from poison. Come on. And we'll use our last antidote. And get poisoned. And then get unpoisoned. And then almost die from contact with the needle. Okay. Oh, darn it! Floor 38. If I weren't frozen again, I could have jumped out of that. But alas, at least we got some gold. Oh my goodness, that's a fair amount of experience. We almost leveled twice. Well, that sure was a thing. Gosh, I did not expect it to get that hard all of a sudden. Alright then, so from here, we know that we need to keep leveling up. Let me think about it for a moment. So the deal is, we need to improve our accessories and our equipment as we go along. And in order to do that, we need to raise our level so that we meet the level requirements to equip them. There is also the idea of equipping my longsword again, but I don't want to fight the level 45 ogre prince again yet. That was a bit much. Let's see. Medius Knight Sword is at a 34. Let's see if there's anything better at the shop yet. I know there are better versions of the Medius Knight Sword. A Spava is only 24. Doesn't even look like the katana matches up yet. Let's go look at the black market and see what we're required. Also, excuse me for a moment while I get a drink. Warp to the black market. We will see if we indeed can get a better longsword. 45. That's not happening. Let's see. 70, 80, 90, 100. Goodness. And it gives HP regeneration. My lord. 100% damage against primals and level 1 plus enemies? Wow, where are we going to find a level 1 enemy? Oh. Wow. These weapons are so powerful. Deals physical damage? Oh, right, okay. Anyway. Hold on a second. That was a shuriken. Does that mean there's a short sword in here somewhere? No? Oh well. They don't seem to sell short swords here, but that's fine. Alright. Well, now that we've established we can't get a better weapon the quick way, we can probably find and upgrade something that would eventually be stronger, but buying something that's already weaker than the median knight sword, or median knight sword, and trying to jack it up that high, we probably should just wait for the katana. So, I guess now, yes, I have decided I'm going to wait for the next time I stream to start the warrior, should I do that. Or I could continue this series as the Empress and actually try to get through the 100 floors, and that would be further than I got on my solo file on my main account. Oh. I got my items back because I died, right? Excellent, good. The 40% healing item has served well, considering I usually heal whenever I get down to a third or so. Not enough to quite fill me all the way, but because of my pool of HP, it's sufficient. I guess we could indeed just start trying to clear all of the difficulties and level up. But that all depends on if I actually decide to stick with this series, or with the Empress or not. If I do stick with the Empress, does that mean I would be doing this for all of the warriors? Or all the warrior and Oracle as well? We'll worry about the future later. Let's just kill stuff. Dreaming of Treasure level 2. As you'll recall, this should be the one where the ogres lost the key, so we go and retrieve the key and then go fight the plant monster. Simple stuff. Easy peasy. You know, when I started over on my first file, when I first picked this game back up, just trying to see if I could actually beat it after everything I've been through and all the recovery I've managed to do. Oh goodness. I ended up breezing through the game because I liked it so much. But saying that, I still haven't actually done the post game on my main file either. What I'm doing right now, repeating the missions at higher difficulties. It sort of enters a free mode after you beat the game, because bar the Cavern of Trials, the only thing really left to do is repeat all of the missions and try to get all of the clear stamps if you're into that. And while that does appeal to me just because it's more content, we also have to consider how much more difficult the content becomes, and I wonder if my love for the game will actually endure the higher difficulty. Because you'll notice now that we have a much lower time limit than we used to, and I wonder if eventually it'll force you to straight up run for the boss just to be able to clear the missions in time. You know, provided DPS scaling works effectively. Jump up here, smash the base, grab the fruit. Let's see. Wait. Did I still not get any Dragonite? I wonder what happened there. Because Okay, to put it another way, by the time that I had beaten the game as the Empress on my account, on my main account, I had 6 Dragonite. And when I started a sub-account so that I could try a different build with the Empress, I ended up getting 3 before I got halfway through the game. And I got 3 more as my warrior on my main account, so I am utterly baffled as to why I did not get any Dragonite for this poor Empress. I guess they just really wanted me to remain fire. Which is fine. I do like the fire ailment just because it enables higher physical damage, which obviously the Empress is all about. Just the problem is that while I'm wielding this poison dagger, that kind of goes out the window because ailments don't stack. And the ailment stacking kind of prevents me from, you know, utilizing that status ailment fully. But the poison has been a large boon, as we've seen. Wasn't enough to quite get me through the trial that I was stuck on, but it is what it is. I'm sorry, but whenever I see this hill here, I always think of the early levels of Little Big Planet. It's been a long time since I played that. It's been a long time since I've even had my PS3 hooked up, but I digress. I think I actually got the Yellow Bite of Death on my PS3. Which is quite unfortunate considering I played that thing religiously for years. I think that's the main reason I bought a PS4. Let's see. Going back to these little basic enemies after everything at the end game is always such a thing. Because, like, even being much higher level than they were, their HP still... leveling up only increases you so far based on your base in basically any RPG, so just recycling enemies like this game does means that with that low base they still aren't going to be that strong overall, even at higher levels, unless they just significantly dwarf you. See, the stupid smog from the chests. I wonder how high these enemies would have to actually be to serve as a threat to me. It might be fun to just keep repeating this quest until they become too strong. Imagine getting murdered by a battle crab, finally. Did I hurt my head on that? No, I did not. Okay. I thought I managed to injure myself on one of those wooden spikes. That would be quite uncomfortable. Let's see. Going to go ahead and climb up here. Just because we can jump over this spike now. Eat the lemon. And the fruit. We only have 15 minutes now. Not for the stream. We almost only have 15 minutes for the stream. We only have 15 minutes to clear this mission. Because the first time you do it, I believe you have an hour. On the lowest difficulty. I didn't notice how much time I had when I started this mission. You know, that actually might be wrong. I might just be misremembering how much time I have for this mission in the first place. Also, a big deal with the difficulty levels on this game is you must clear the previous to access the next. So, no matter what we do, if we do want to access the higher level missions and level up, we're going to have to do every difficulty, which means we have to do every mission several times. I almost forgot that they did that. See, there are some enemies that we can just drill on and stand in one place, and there's not that big a deal, especially with the poison compounding on my multi-hit physical attacks, but... Oh, a sword. You know, we still got through the whole game without any accessories or items that actually let us see in the dark, despite how many dark sections there are. You know, I did just realize that would be rather annoying to deal with on one of the ranged characters, like the Shinobi or the Witch, because you have to be able to see further ahead in order to predict what spells you're going to use or lock on with the Shinobi. From what I understand, the Shinobi actually has an attack, a kick, that they lock on with, and you must strike them with that kick. But once you do, the targeting cursor appears, and any attack that you do will be launched toward that enemy, so they're really good at single-target combat, apparently. And, you know, with their sheer multitude of hits, they're gaining MP for the party at a very high rate. You smash the rocks. I wonder if that's supposed to be, like, a quickly made fake wall by the ogres, or... it was actually made by the people who built these ruins. You know, the angry blue flames I'm killing that are probably trying to defend their ruin from the ogres. Well, swing. Just going to stand there. Stand there groaning in the dark. Am I interrupting something? I half expected him to attack me. I don't know what happened there. And we're done. Probably not going to get fantastic experience from rerunning these low-level dungeons like this, but we'll get there. Ooh, a fragrant brooch. Defense and accuracy. Confusion resistance. 30% in blight mushroom become might? What does that mean? That will require further experimentation. 6,000, not terrible. Most of a level. Almost there. I guess we'll just keep going down the list for now. Let's see. If we keep going down the list like this... Polluted water. Oh, this is another simple one. This is the one where you're knocking the berries into the pools. If I am going to bother going ahead and repeating all of these missions, I may as well do it as the warrior. Wait. No, that's right. You still have to repeat the flag missions and such, I believe. We can test that theory after this. We'll have to remind me. Because if I am remembering incorrectly, then you might just keep the missions unlocked between all of your characters just because you have the ability to switch characters at any time. Once you clear the tutorial mission as a character, you can switch them at any time in town. You know, I thought this mission would be a lot worse with the short sword than the long sword, but because you can attack and move at the same time, this is actually a lot easier than I anticipated. Remember me talking about that server ago? Let's see. Nope, you bounce back up there. Bounce back up there. We lost momentum briefly, but we recovered. There's the pool right ahead. Now, that's clear. Nothing even lives long enough for me to poison it now. Just because this is such a low-level mission. I recall games where I actually quit because I wasn't fond of just repeating the same mission at a lower level, but I like the basic gameplay loop of this game so much that I actually don't mind, which is why I went through it again for this stream. I just enjoy playing this. I like the aesthetic, I like the fighting style of the Empress, I just like this game. So it makes me wonder if my love for it will endure playing as the warrior as well, considering I don't necessarily like the warrior that much. He's big and slow and heavy, and his barrier is really fun and would probably be really rewarding to play in multiplayer just because it can block and heal at the same time, and the concept of doing that while also being able to attack decently is like the dream class. This character will probably always be cooler to solo as, though, just because I get to move so fast and slice everything up. I do wonder how the ninja differs in that regard. Considering, you know, they have an entirely different attack style. Hope you don't mind your berry purifying things full of holes. That's probably what allows it to release the antioxidants and such. Or the purification juices. My brain is having a momentary lapse in vocabulary, and I do not know how to describe the things coming out of the fruit, but that's fine. It's only now that I realize that we started on the far, far east of the stage. Oh, it's that dragon blood again. Yeah, that's right, it's me. I'm the one who rescued you from the Ogre King, and that's fine. I don't mind if you resent me, as long as I get to do a good deed. And, you know, get paid for it since I'm a bloodthirsty mercenary. Technically, I personally don't care too much about the money, even though it's fun to watch money counters go up. That's right, die poison. Ones? Why do you take ones from poisons? Because you have such low HP? That's interesting. It makes me wonder what percentage of HP poison deals. I have to look that up. I wonder if anyone's bothered to do the math, considering we don't know their actual maximum stat values or anything. Wow. Did not expect that one shot. In you go. And we're... Oops. Drifted a bit. And we're done. The drifting isn't even the concern that I had, because this game, while it is a very tight platformer and such, and it has very tight controls, the drifting hasn't affected me so much on this game because I'm usually holding a direction anyway. And it's not like I've ran into any attacks, or at least very many because of it. Level 30, 300 HP. Our strength and piety. Strength, agility, and piety are our highest base stats. I wonder why we're getting so much int. I do wonder if it's because we're supposed to be so balanced, I suppose. But raising a balanced build on the Empress... Anyway, we're going to stick to strength and vitality. I am rather glad that we decided to invest in vitality, because we already have a lot more HP than my level 35 Empress on my main account. Doing the split did end up serving us rather well, just because we're able to endure so many attacks that my other Empress could not. Makes me wonder how I beat the game so easily, though. Though it's also partially... Did you see that 1310? Though it's also partially that we, you know, we're also learning this weapon. I was just better with the short sword. Oh! The Sea of Tumult at level 25. Remember what a nightmare this boss became? This will be a perfect way to wrap things up. It'll be just like old times, fighting the Leviathan. Except, you know, it's new nightmare attacks. My theory is that when it shoots the bubble stream on the far end of the stage, we'll be able to shoot over it with the short sword and fly behind it. That way we don't have to actually worry about, you know, getting hit by it over there, since we can't just simply jump anymore. Oh, right, first we have to deal with these. I hope I'm strong enough to kill these quickly. It is rather annoying trying to defend the sails when you can't kill the enemies in one hit, or one or two hits. Come then. Let's see. Where are you? You just keep on flying, friend. Not a care in the world. Where did you come from? Yeah, it should be fairly easy to take care of these guys. That's fine. We're still dealing very decent damage. Just have to worry about when the Leviathan gets here. We have a full complement of healing items still, so we shouldn't have that much to be concerned about. Where's the next one? Ah. You were sneaking up on me, not bad. And now we face the big bad. I still don't know why we fight a wave of minor enemies, and then this completely insane boss, and then we actually go and try to deal with... Oh boy. I can't go behind him. That's interesting. Gotta wait for you to do your mud ball attack. Are we supposed to dodge it by going down here? Oh, God! No, you're not gonna do the bubble attack again? You're just gonna let me kill you? That's also fine by me. That's good. We can work with this. Already level 30. Wait, what? Is there... That's new. Ow! Why do they just stand there when they come over to this side? No. You're not going to tell me that we had to kill them all at the same time or something. No, it looks like that's it. Oh, God, why? No, this one didn't move over. That was my second theory gone. Ow! This is terrible. I don't understand that attack. Maybe if I stand up here I can dodge it? Wow, barely. Well, now it's your turn. Come here. Just going to stab. Oh, boy, another one. Ow. I wasn't looking. No, why are you aiming downward? go ahead and use a pair of these. Even more suspiciously, why hasn't the orb dropped yet? Oh no, that's why. So we can dodge it by going under? That's good. That's good to know. Why do these leave a festering cloud now? That's an inconvenient decision. Ow. I could probably actually... Oh, of course the orb landed in the festering cloud. You know what, we're just gonna run in. We get fully healed anyway. That's fine. Nothing to see behind this festering cloud or anything. Just powering up and healing. That's all good. Alright. Nope. Why did I wait for that? Well, since it missed me statistically, it didn't do the thing. Well, that was not a complete disaster. We had to use 2 herbs, but we managed to kill it. I am not looking forward to the next form. I didn't know that you were supposed to dodge that attack by going under it. So I guess you're supposed to start on the far right side instead of the far left side, because before it starts doing the constant stream upward... I forgot to rescue the guy. That's fine. Before it starts doing the constant stream upward, you can evade that attack simply by jumping over it. Jumping with the right time, but not anymore. That's gone out the window. I wonder why they decided to change it like that. There's not even a way for the Empress to really dodge that. Nothing to hang on to or anything like that anyway. I wonder why it's specifically the belly frogs I can't dodge the tongue of. Perhaps it's this mist messing with me. It's like one of those games with the penalty where, like, the mist lowers your dodge rate or decreases your accuracy and dodge rate. The rest of its pack ran away, so now we're dealing with the goblins. The fireballs cut right through the arrows. That was amazing. Ignore that coin. Let you do your thing. We're getting a lot more used to the moving via the jet thruster thing now. I keep jawing to threat jet thrusters if I'm flying in any significant way, but no, I'm just yeeting myself. We'll go ahead and grab the chest. We've got a little time. Anyway, so I guess before Thursday I need to decide whether I'm going to cut my losses and do a warrior run, or whether we're going to continue this and just keep doing the higher difficulties. Maybe I'll alternate. Maybe I'll do the warrior run and then we'll return to the Empress, or I'll decide which one I like more, because I really am looking forward to learning the warrior. I want to wield the big greatsword, even though, you know, the shield won't be that useful to me considering I'm soloing and everything. I guess we'll do another strength vitality build, just because we have no way to reliably deal damage, or reliably deal damage on our, because we're by ourselves. Jump. And could have let the poison finish him. Turn invisible and kill you. I feel like we're going through this a lot faster than we used to as well. Just because the short sword is so much faster than the long sword. All these mobility options that I kept talking about in the beginning. Ow! Of course, I'm also goofing a lot. Fly into range, fly into range. I have to wonder how the poor witch solos. If, like, that's very feasible, even. I read a guide a long time ago that basically said to go through the game as the other characters first, because that way you'll acquire decent accessories and weapons, because you'll pick up weapons for all of the characters as you play, of course. But I still wonder how you're supposed to prepare spells and such by yourself. The Oracle has a slight advantage in that area, just because the Oracle has the Greatsword to protect herself with. Knock you into the acid. Keep forgetting that doesn't hurt you. See, that's what I'm talking about, learning to use the weapon. I didn't even think about that action, I just did it. I fired twice to strike the enemy, and then I fired once to land back on the platform, without even, just on reflex. We're getting used to the trajectory and speed, and actually learning how to shoot this thing. We are getting better, and it's slightly tangible if we just focus just a little bit. We just still have a lot of room to grow, because this is such a new fighting style for me. You always have to be aware of your improvements and your faults, or you'll never know which direction you're heading when you're growing. Come on, pop out. No, we're not going the rest of the way. Oh, okay. Ow! I would like to rope across this way again. Wait, what? Why do I keep turning around? I guess that is the drift. That and I just keep making mistakes. Mistakes are fine. It's all right. What matters are the consequences, and this is nothing we can recover from. In fact, few things are so disastrous that you can never recover from them. So, keep making mistakes and learning, and try to find your own way forward. That's how we do things. That's the path of anarchy. Brute force. Keep screwing up, and screw what happens afterward. Let's see. I don't know why, but this looks particularly green to me today. Oh, God. I noticed that the acid-spewing things from the walls are spewing a lot more acid than they used to, but I didn't think it would disrupt the rhythm of the platforming like that. Wow. Remember when we first came through here with this character and we almost didn't make it to the boss? Fortunately, it was just the platforming that was giving us so much trouble. Now I've gotten reused to the platforming, we should be okay. Provided, you know, the new intensity of all the traps doesn't... I wasn't expecting the traps to intensify alongside the bosses. That's just terrible. This game must get brutal at higher level play. It also still makes me wonder how much of this you are actually supposed to be able to solo, but... Well, when I hear you can't solo something, it just creates a violent reaction in me to try harder. So, I guess we're going to find out how much of this game can actually be soloed together. We'll do it together, and we'll die horrifically trying, and we'll laugh, and we'll die some more, and we might even get a little bit frustrated, but that's just part of the process. We'll get through it. And we'll keep slicing things up and looking really cool while we do it, because that's the point of this game. Back to you, old friend. Let's see. You're poisoned this time, so should be able to set you on fire. I always forget the weapon, or I always forget the elemental wheel in this game. I need to look that up when or get back to town in the tips section. Well, that was an interesting combination. Do the airstrike and then leap away like that. I was going to say we should jump over it, but we killed it before it even did the first spin. That was interesting. Get the statue back. Get the other chest. And it's another sword. Sure, it's handing me a lot of swords. And we're done. A Pendant of Hope +3. Interesting. Another choker +2. I believe this is what I actually have equipped. The Confusion Stopper Bone? How does a bone stop confusion? That's concerning. More like the confusion-inducing bone. Like, how is that supposed to work? Do we snap it and just... I'm not going to pretend to understand. This longsword +2 is only level 15, and it does 25% damage to level 5+ enemies. I believe that would be enough to boost the damage over what the median sword can do, if I'm not terribly mistaken, or at least start to rival it. So if we increase its level by 1, I wonder if it'll actually surpass it in damage. We'll check that before we log off for the night. Got plenty of gold. Almost a level. Did we level? Almost. Exactly 500 points short. Gosh, so close. I wasn't expecting the boss to give me that much experience. We almost leveled up straight right there. Just, wow. So, before we log off, we'll refill our inventory. And then we will go check on that longsword +2, because I want to actually see how strong it can get. Quality herb, quality herb. And I suppose that will be the final episode of the Empress's journey for now. A sad, or a bittersweet day this is. But starting Thursday, I suppose, I'll start playing as the warrior, and we'll get to see all the axe gameplay and stuff like that. That'll be fun. Oh, we can upgrade the Dragon Slayer. 47? 34. Alright, yes. I thought the median Knight Sword was stronger than the Dragon Slayer, and I was like, what on earth? Longsword +2 to the Longsword +3 will only be 60k. Wow, the Longsword was barely even a thing. I sure am out of enhanced cubes. Sure, we'll do this. Hopefully it'll be... hopefully it will come back decently. Well, at a base it's now stronger, but we can't upgrade it again? There's no Hunter Sword named weapon equivalent? Okay, that's fine. Let's see what the Hunter Sword looks like. Oh, the Longsword. Longsword looks like 36 plus 50% damage. I mean, the median Knight Sword only has a 34, so this should technically be stronger, aside from the median Knight Sword's other bonuses. The Strength +6 might actually be what boosts it over the Longsword +3. I'm gonna look at the Longsword +3, though. Let's see what it actually looks like. Get a good look at it before we go. What? Oh, nice. That's a beautiful cross... Oh, it's a cross guard with a... Oh, look at it. It's beautiful. Look at that gem embedded in it. Ah, I rather like this sword. Oh, wonderful. That's straight double edge. Look at the gold adorning the pommel on all 3 points. Oh, that's nice. I'm not that fond of the color. I wish it were steel-colored sword, but otherwise, it's a beautiful instrument. I will keep this in my collection just for the sake of it. Time for the black scimitar again. Excellent. Oh, it's blue now, I suppose. It's poisoned. It's got a purple guard. Anyway, we're going to save, and then that will be all from me tonight. Beginning Thursday, we should start the warrior run, and hopefully we'll... Let's actually confirm whether or not we got Dragonite ever. If we ever got Dragonite. If we pick up even 1 Dragonite as the warrior, that would just be incredible. We still don't have any. I'm baffled. I got 9 before I even beat the game my first run. It's just crazy. Anyway, we got a new sword. We tried out the Cavern of Despair. We got through a few missions. Alright then. That'll be all from me. Thank you all for coming. It was fun having you. I hope you have a good night. Take care of yourself and stay hydrated. I will see you Thursday, hopefully. And we will begin our warrior run. And I'll have to make a new thumbnail. That'll be fun.